Hello everyone, and welcome again to a module of the 6-week Affiliate Mastery Challenge. So what we're going to do in this module is go over setting up a tracker. So there are many trackers out there that you may be able to use in your affiliate marketing career. Typically these can be classed into two separate categories, the self-hosted ones and the managed ones. Self-hosted just means you install it on your server or on some server you control. Managed means that it's installed on some server where someone else is actually in control of that. This is kind of like cloud hosting as well sometimes. So there are many different trackers to choose from. In the self-hosted regime, there is Funnelflux, Thrive, CPV Lab, Prosper 202, and several others. Within the managed regime, the most well-known one at the moment, or the most popular, would be Volume. And then you have AdsBridge, for example, and Thrive as well, which is typically self-hosted. You can pay to have a managed Thrive installation as well. And another thing I wanted to mention is affiliate networks. So many affiliate networks are based on Cake Marketing and Has Offers. Both of these are essentially tracking platforms, and they are managed. They are hosted in multiple locations as well. So I think Cake kind of load balances between servers in the United States and in Western Europe. So they're kind of like in the cloud. And that's essentially just a managed tracking system as well. So what we are going to do in the 6-week challenge is use Funnelflux. Now, we actually have a partnership with Funnelflux for the 6-week challenge. And as part of that, you're going to receive a free license for the duration of the course and further. So we haven't finalized the specific dates there yet, but after the challenge finishes, your license won't expire for a little while so that you can keep testing and you can keep actually running things. Now, Funnelflux is self-hosted, like I mentioned earlier, but we already have a server, right? And it's all set up and ready for us to install a tracker, so that's what we're going to do. But first we need to go to the Funnelflux website so that we can actually set up an account, get a license, download the tracker so that we are ready to actually install things. Now, installing trackers is actually pretty easy. Generally, you just upload something to your actual website, or to your server, through an FTP account, and then you extract things and you run some sort of installation script, and away you go. Now, as easy as that sounds, it's a lot easier when I actually show you exactly how to do it. So I'm going to cut through to a video walkthrough of me installing Funnelflux from start to finish. Enjoy. So now that we're actually into the platform and we have a tracker set up, let's talk about some of the basics of trackers in general. So you're typically going to be working with several things or components when you're doing tracking and you're working with a tracking system. Traffic sources, landing pages, offers, and affiliate networks. Now in Funnelflux, funnels are an important part of the ecosystem, or the configuration of the tracker as well. So traffic sources, typically you would make multiple traffic sources in your tracker. The reason you do this is just to categorize things so that it makes it easy for you to tell which traffic source is sending you what traffic, and you use different links for each. On that note, you set up campaigns in a tracker, and it's up to you how you actually split these up, much like it is at a traffic source, but you'll make multiple campaigns as well, and each of those campaigns generally will have its own URL or link that you use in your traffic source campaigns. Now, within the tracking system, you also have landing pages. Those are things that you control, that you send visitors to, and then they click through. You have offers, which are typically just affiliate links. And then you have affiliate networks as well. And the affiliate networks part is, again, just a category, kind of like traffic sources, where it just makes it easier to track where your traffic is actually going. And again, in Funnelflux, funnels are actually an important part of things. And you have funnels inside of campaigns that you can send people to, where you configure the way that the traffic actually moves through your various campaign assets. So now that we actually have a tracker installed, we want to understand it. So this is a great time for us to actually test tracking in general, to test concepts like using query strings and tokens and so on, to ensure that we actually know how this works and we kind of have a fundamental grip on what's going on here. I'm a big experimentalist, and I really push for testing things. So a lot of the people who are extremely successful in affiliate marketing, they tend to be the same. When they see some problem, rather than just asking other people for answers, they tend to go test things themselves and try to actually figure out the answers and the solutions to those problems themselves. So this is something you should do as well. This is kind of a mindset you should get into. When I have some question or some problem, can I just do some sort of testing right now or some sort of experiment to actually figure things out? So we are going to work with query strings and tokens. And to do this, what we can do is set up a page that uses PHP to get or pull query strings from a URL, and we can control that using the tracker. That may sound a little complex to some of you, but I'm going to show you what I mean, and we'll go through that, and hopefully this will help you understand how query strings and tokens and so on work, which will make it much easier to figure out how to pass data in your tracker.